I am so excited to be sitting in the middle and surrounded by all my favorite boys. This never, ever, ever happens. So I have clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Welcome to Wednesday, February 15th.
I feel like I'm in a sublimated Prince sandwich.
So we're just a snurch late because we redid Bon redid all the intros and the outros and the cleaning out the computer and the calendar and all that stuff so that it was adjusted to the sound of my Shure mic. So we are here for you today, and I have to tell you, Dennis wasn't there to tag me into all of the shit that was going on the show today. So I was basically on my own, and yes, it was a complete.
Oh, you had the greatest
failure.
line today, Monique. You go, "It's a horrible day to have ears."
Yes.
I'm talking about today's show.
Quite honestly, I had come back from my taxes, which was less painful than doing this show.
Than expected. Okay, yeah, good.
No, well, not expected. It was pretty painful, but less painful than listening to Stern Show. And I tried to listen, and I heard the band part, and I almost took my phone, which is what I'm listening on, and almost threw it through a wall. I said, you know what? I can't.
You didn't love Tuchus?
I wanted to kick his Tuchus across the road.
Wow, dude! Over there.
Tuchus.
Tuchus.
So let's talk about what we're going to do today. So we're going to start out. We're going to start out with talking about this fantastic display of acting virtuoso that is probably second to none and is just as important as watching the Super Bowl was this week.
Hi, I'm Mary Stern, inviting you to join me for the first ever Great American Rescue Ball.
She looks like a slee stack.
Playtime highlights and a fantastic halftime show, all with dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens looking to join their forever home team. Don't miss this awesome event exclusively on Great American Family.
Great American Rescue.
So I couldn't find the suit, even though I was looking for it. Not too much in earnest, but I am guaranteeing you that that suit is probably about a $5,000 suit, just so you know. But I will find it for us and I will post it. So let's go to the
keep going.
The ratings.
Keep going.
So as I'm looking at the top 150 original cable telecasts for Sunday, which was posted on our site from Xavier, we all just kind of kept. Oh, there's the Puppy Bowl.
Wait,
Puppy Bowl came in number 6.
Now keep this in mind. 1.3 million people watched it.
Well, to be fair, though, the Puppy Bowl was on a couple of different channels.
Doesn't
However,
matter.
this one was on Animal Planet, and this one had the most views, right? So then Puppy Bowl also on TBS Network.
That's 2 million.
Blah blah
Okay.
blah 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 blah. Puppy Bowl repeat on Animal Planet.
2.5 million.
Where do you see 2.5?
Well, I'm adding them up.
Gotcha.
As we're going along.
Okay, gotcha. Puppy Bowl pregame show.
Jesus
Puppy Bowl on
Christ.
the Discovery Channel.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
We're waiting.
Is that Bond? Chris Rock? Is that?
That's Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very
All right,
nice.
we'll
We're
keep
still
going. Mayfair Witches, Fareed Zakaria.
CNN. Holy shit, we're below CNN. Uh-oh,
Keep
we're
going.
in trouble now.
Keep going.
Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens. But let's
Keep
get
going.
Puppy Bowl deported. Okay. Simone.
Ancient Aliens
Never heard
again.
of that? Yeah, Ancient
For
Aliens.
Christ's sake, I got stomped by Liberty and Levin. For
Motorhead Garage TV at 8:30 a.m.
I love
Wow.
all
What
the
is the-
Telemundo shit that.
what is this
that
channel?
promote her.
You gotta.
Telemundo.
Welcome
Is that
to You Gotta
Telemundo?
Family.
No.
No. You'll see. You'll
Kinda.
see Telemundo.
What the hell is that, though,
popping up.
Xavier? Xavier, what's that? TUND.
Hey, what is that?
TUDN.
Tun.
Thank
I
you,
have no
Ida
idea.
Greenbacks.
Tudnen. Oh, why can't you stay, Ida? Are you still away? Bastard. Okay.
Quote Lisa Loeb, Ida. You say I only
A
hear what I
replay
want
of the X Games.
Okay, here we go. Keep going.
A replay of the X Games.
Nicktoons, BBC America.
Casey Serrano.
We'll keep going. We're just going to keep going, okay?
The
Here we
weather.
go.
Wait,
Remember,
we're
there's
past the
150
weather.
shows, everybody.
At noon, weather at noon.
Caso cerrado.
¿Quién de más Texas?
Ice Airport, Alaska.
And our favorite, Ruta Mortales.
Ruta Mortales.
What is that, Road of Death?
Exclusivamente en Radio
Road of
Gunk.
Death. Yeah.
Okay, this Puppy Bowl once again.
At 12 a.m. At 12 a.m.
¿Quién es más mucho? Comes in at 1:41.
Celebrity IOU.
Did I pass it? Oh, here it
141.
is.
Yay!
Great American Rescue Bowl on Great American Family Channel.
I can't
Here
believe
we
Girl
are.
Meets Farm got beat by that.
So how many listeners or how many watchers does this equate to?
36,000. It's
36,000, and I'm
36,000.
pretty positive some of those were by default, like they just happened to run into this channel.
A 0.01 share, which means, well, you know.
She did beat Girl Meets Farm. So there's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, not really.
maybe
no.
not. Maybe
Rigged.
It
not.
had 90,000 listeners.
Rigged.
90,000 viewers.
Don't you love that after party goes, our goal was to beat Murder and Bighorn on Showtime Prime, and we did it, guys.
We did it, damn it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, so there she is. She is number 141. And you know
Wow,
what I
it
noticed
is-
as I was looking at this is I bet you they can't use the name Kitten Bowl anymore because that is still probably owned by the Hallmark Channel, and
Correct.
so they had to now change it to
Yep.
Rescue Bowl.
Yeah, like that
So-
would have made a difference.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what kept them from fucking
from being
getting a million viewers.
successful this year. Exactly. So yeah, sorry Beth. Sorry that
More people actually watched Rutas Mortales.
Rutas Mortales.
Rutas Mortales. And 47,000 people decided that was more entertaining than,
Yes.
than
Mortales.
yes. Cindy Lou Who
Howard
wants to
Stern.
know if Beth's show did better than Howard's interview with Bruce Springsteen.
No,
No.
it didn't. No.
No. When he do you remember what the
236,000 people saw it.
Right, right.
Okay,
You know
there
what's
go.
interesting?
bad,
She
though.
went up against her less than perfect co-stars. Shazam, Zach Levi hosted the Puppy Bowl. Did you
Did he
realize?
really?
I saw. Yeah, I was promoting that during the actual Super Bowl.
Interesting.
Which was on TV. I swear to God, they were in Less Than Perfect. They played boyfriend and girlfriend. in
Well,
Less
the
Than
Puppy
Perfect.
Bowl was, as indicated, a rousing success for them. So yay, Puppy
was.
Bowl. And you know, with no promotion whatsoever,
None.
and as we stated earlier in the week, I'm pretty positive it's because the money was going to North Shore Animal League, and she was like probably committed to doing this versus her own grifting charity that she has.
I don't want to watch this.
Okay,
LD.
so
It's down to the Milwaukee's Best Bowl.
he's
LD,
going to
for
kill
that.
us with these clips. Okay, so
Do you think the
today's
people
show.
at Rutas Mortales celebrated when the race came out? Ay, 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 le ganamos el caballo Beth Ostrowski.
Xavier, say it in the same accent, but say this is for Selena at the end.
Rutas Mortales le ganó a la caballo Beth Ostrowski Stern. Esto es por Selena.
Caballo. Bit Stern.
So is Ruta Mortales basically like ice road truckers?
I think it is. I think it is.
Pretty much.
Spanish.
In the
I'm
mountains.
pretty sure it is.
Okay.
It's ice road
God.
truckers in the mountains.
No, it's
Jesus
literally
Christ.
the same show, probably with just Spanish subtitles.
Yeah, of course.
En los pasos altos, selvas remotas y en los abrasadores desiertos de Sudamérica, solo hay dos tipos de camioneros: los buenos
No nos llaman el equipo A en vano.
y los muertos.
¿Cometemos un error?
Es probable que muramos.
Morimos. No hay regreso de la muerte.
Aquí, los nombres de los caminos se relacionan con la muerte.
Tenemos grandes peleas.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Está bordeando el precipicio.
No me gusta esto. Estamos al borde.
Estoy asustada.
There you go, Rutas
Was that the
Mortales.
Steve Grillo of Rutas
That's what I was
Mortales?
just
Might have
thinking.
been.
Wow. All right.
He
that
had
was
rollerblades
phenomenal.
on if you. And
Dude,
Pendejos Mortales.
I've been to some of those roads, bro, and it's just like, yeah, you're right. There's like a bus with skeletons on the side of the fucking road.
Honestly, that
Nobody
did sound
gives a
like you.
shit.
No joke, that did sound like you. It just you should.
Es que yo trabajo también por Univision.
Can I just say before we forget, and I forgot to say this, I think yesterday was the day, and I want you to text him, happy 75th birthday, Jackie Martling.
Oh,
my
hey.
God.
When was that?
Apparently, it was either yesterday or the day before. I saw that floating around somewhere, and it was literally the day you texted him about Sirianni, Nick
And he
and
never
Nancy
got back to
Sirianni,
you.
and he never.
Yeah,
got
no,
back.
he said no. I just forgot.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to check. Okay, let's wish him a happy birthday. Happy
Mexican
From
Ronnie.
Radio Gunk.
birthday, by the
From your
way.
Radio Gunk family.
From.
Tell him we're gonna send him a present in plugs.
Just send him a nice T-shirt.
Plugs.
Okay, so let's start this show.
Oh, good. We don't have any interludes before we're starting this shit show.
Interludes.
Bah humbug.
What show you think?
Yeah, what do you think this is? Okay,
I made a
is
Dennis
this
is dead jokes. There.
What is
I
it,
made a
Interlude
drop for
magazine,
Dennis.
Pal?
let's hear it.
Ready for this drop?
Dennis is dad joke.
I'm ready for you, buddy. I'm ready.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
All right, here we go.
Buck your
So
Will
we're gonna
Street.
start the beginning of the show, and he's introducing his new band, and he's been talking about this for about 2 years now. So I feel like he's quasi serious about doing this, but the delusion that comes with doing this new band is quite shocking. So let us introduce everybody to his new band. Okay, here we go.
Career, so I had to get rid of them. So I hooked up with Richard Christie and Steve Nowicki, and I have a new band called Tuchas. We have album art. We have a song already. We got to just put together 9 more songs. We'll have an album. I don't need Mike Shinoda. I don't need anybody else. I got my guys. Poor Fred. Fred had many years. Yeah.
You
Fred had
write
many years.
more songs than you need. You're only writing the 9 or 10 you need for an album.
Listen, I'm busy with a radio show. I don't have time. Any song I write is going right on the album.
So he's introducing us to Tuchas. Now, just notice how many likes this had. I just want you all to be aware. So in their bizarre, delusional
Kind of sad.
world, like he really thinks that he should be a rock star, and he really thinks that he's deserving of this because he's going after that Rick Dees thing, going after the Grammy,
Right, he's
like
going
really
right on
needs
the
this.
album.
At 69 years old.
I mean, I honest to God, though, if I can just say, I have had, listen, I've spent my whole life not playing the guitar but the piano. But I just I felt that I should be a rock star. I'm wasting my time here. I should have a hit song. I should have a novelty song, and I've never been able to pull it off.
Why doesn't Rick Rubin come along?
Because Rick Rubin really wants to produce you.
And take
please.
your germ of an idea.
No, I wouldn't. You know what? I actually in the past have worked with a couple of the top name producers like Jack Antonoff and Pharrell Williams and Mark Ronson. And whenever I sit down with those guys, they look at me like, "There's."
You recall, I ran into Mark Ronson on the
Yes, I was
street
gonna
one
say.
day, and he just kind of gave the head
rolled his eyes like
nod
we're not
and
doing
shake,
shit.
like no, it's not happening. So let us continue and hear a little bit of "Smell My Tuchus," just a little bit, because I know how excited you guys are to hear "Smell My
This
Tuchus."
literally made me stop listening. I just couldn't. I stopped. I was so angry.
I'm proud to debut. I don't need anyone but this new band that I'm in. Smell My Tuchus by Tuchus. Coming at you, WMBC.
So this is with.
By the way, I did send this to Rick Rubin, and he
sure you
blocked my
did.
number. I haven't heard from him.
So this is with Richard Christie and.
I'll see you fuckers
What's
at the
his face?
Grammys.
Yeah, see, he wants a Grammy.
Smell my
Wrong day to stop drinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic we both brought Jackie up. Where is Jackie to punch this bullshit up? I got it, Howard. You're trolling us. You're not really going to join this band. You're going to be back on the radio and you're going to do the exact same bit next year. You got us.
Such a lyricist. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, smell my tuchus.
He's come a long way from Fart Man.
Right.
Hasn't he?
Right.
It's only been like 30 years since Fart Man, and now he's.
And he's still he has not been able to get out of being 12 years old, and he loves to say how evolved he is, but smell my tuchus, really.
You know,
I actually commented on this, going, if these were teenagers, they would actually be too embarrassed to continue on after playing.
Yeah,
They would laugh at him. They would
Emily Stern's laughing at this, right? Zuza Zoo is way more involved.
Emily Stern has better production value than
easily. Where's
sad.
Emergency now when you need it?
Zuzuzu's Baba O'Reilly compared to seriously.
I wouldn't let this guy open for Vertigo Blue.
Bro.
So
you know
listen
what?
to- yeah,
the
go ahead.
ironic thing is, all he needs is a reality crew, and he can do Howard Stern the brain fog years.
Yeah, that's exactly where he is. So let's listen to Delusion.
Sounds better.
Let's listen. Hang on.
Now.
No, it's
Are you
all
gonna
right. The word's
play?
out.
And then I think, and I know you're working on, you want to come out of the house more and stuff. I think let's, come out, let's do a concert at the Apollo.
Because they want him at the Apollo.
And we could get on bass, if he'd be down for it, Wolfgang Van Halen on bass and backup vocals.
I could get him. I could get him.
That.
I could get him in 2 seconds. That kid.
I could get him in 2
Owes me.
seconds. That kid owes me.
He owes me.
Why does he owe you?
I have no idea.
Everybody owes him. Come on, Mo.
Wolfie doesn't.
Why does Wolfie Von Waffle owe you anything? Seriously.
I mean, all right. So Wolfie Von Cupcakes there is the son of two very wealthy people. You owe him. He owes you nothing.
And
literally,
he's,
like you just go okay.
But even just the hubris to think that this is something that he can just like snap his fingers and do.
I mean, really?
He is not to mention that Wolfie is a notoriously a snobby douchebag.
Right.
He's gonna fucking want to do.
Never
he
happened.
lost his mind when
Wolfie
people
Wolfie Von
people kept
Whopper.
asking him to do Panama.
Yeah,
You think he wants to
exactly.
do fucking Howard Stern?
Yeah, let's continue on. Let's continue on with the hubris. Here we go.
Bring my 5150 replica. I could play the song on the 1986 Eddie Van Halen 5150
Dude,
replica.
I could snap my fingers and call Lars, and we'll open for Metallica. I mean, we don't have to fuck around. Go ahead.
We can open for Metallica. Think about this.
At what age you were a retired dude? Did you hear that?
Well, because
Dude,
he's talking to
dude.
to the hip kids in the
Oh,
in the
Nowicki,
office.
you're so hip.
They're
I know.
so hip.
Pearl Jam.
Jeremy spoke, baby. Jeremy spoke.
Exactly.
Pearl Jam's great.
Oh my God. Call Lars. Call Lars and snap his fingers, and they will be opening for Metallica because he has a song called "Smell My Tuchus." Okay.
Okay, unless I was lukewarm on Steve Nowicki, I officially hate his guts like all the rest of them right now. After that rap, I hate his guts. I mean, really, he's on my shit list.
I believe I stopped listening, and my comment was, I can't anymore. I hate everything, everyone and everything associated with this show.
They're all gone.
Did you throw yourself out the first floor window? Just end it all?
I almost did. I came that close.
Dennis, you don't know what pathos is like. I had a gun in my mouth 3 times. Okay.
I'm still trying to get over why Wolfie Van Waffle owes him anything. Like, what's the story there?
Nothing.
Dude, that's
Dude,
insulting.
Yo.
It really is.
It's
for him.
insulting.
fog,
You're
bro.
exactly
Brain fog.
right. Jesus Christ.
Whitney Cummings is doing jack shit before he met her. And that's right in line. You might as well just put Wolfie right with Seinfeld and Jon Stewart and Whitney Cummings and Kathy Griffin and Adam Levine and
Well, that stutter you just did, John,
That was
fantastic.
awesome, John. I'm getting that.
Yeah,
I'm
get
grabbing
that.
right
That-
now.
I sent that to Mark Maron today, hoping he would watch it. I'm sure he did. He didn't bring it.
Mo, please read this
It was
asshat.
Bon
What
Jovi
was
reading.
that? I don't know what you're
I have
saying.
no idea.
Okay, let's move on. So, and he was actually yelling at Fred. Like, he was just kind of giving him
was
like these
bad.
subtle digs. Like, I'm glad Fred's not in this band. I have like such better people in my band now. And he goes like that.
That's
I
okay.
wasn't.
Now I know how Steve Perry felt with Journey.
Well, he deserved it. You didn't.
That's okay. I'll work on my own stuff, which won't be Tuchus, but I'll make it
See how
work.
that goes.
He's going to have his own band?
Yeah.
Robin, he already has his own band. You
King Norris.
30 years.
silly.
Does he say King Norris during this, guys? Does
No,
he
he
actually
doesn't.
say?
No,
Oh,
he
come on,
doesn't.
Fred.
No, of
I'm
course
actually
not.
rooting for you here, Fred. I'm actually rooting for the first time in I don't know how long.
It'd be, you know, it would be
Junie,
too much.
That's Aldi.
It would have been too much effort for Fred to actually start fighting back. He would actually have to wake up.
He can't. He can't be bothered.
This would be too much.
Let me finish the clip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Stink
Well,
Floyd.
we'll see.
Stink
We'll see
Floyd.
who does better.
Between you and me, Robin, Fred was dead weight. I had on.
You know, Robin. So yeah, we'll see who does better. I hated today's show. I have to tell you.
I hate men.
The fat shaming that went on today. The lusting after
Yes.
Eric Andre's cock. I mean,
Yep.
just everything about today was kind of crazy. It was crazy. So I'm going to actually, just in case you were.
There was a
caring-
special kind of
Fairway
hate in the
Maiden.
mockery thread today.
Gotta remove
Fairway
turkeys.
Maiden.
What?
Stinking Park.
Stinking Park, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to move on. Let me just cue up something else for us. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
my Dan Dreesen over here.
So apparently he was all a tither about Eric
Tither?
Andre hanging out with Emily Ratatouille. And apparently on Valentine's Day, which, as you may have noted on my wonderful screen, my YouTube grab for today, Eric Andre was with Emily Ratatouille on Valentine's Day, and he took a picture of himself naked and posted it. Okay, well, this is my version of it, but you get the idea.
Right.
So
Did you tweet that at all, Monique?
did
Is that going around?
It's the YouTube. It's the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, that's
thing
the
for
okay,
today's-
that's the avatar, right?
for today's show.
Thumbnail.
So there's Emily Ratatouille in the background, and there's Eric flaunting his junk for Valentine's Day. So with that,
That's so romantic.
It's so romantic, I know.
So romantic.
with that in mind, let's talk about Eric for a little bit.
Does she know that we can go on YouTube
You know, a
and
lot of
watch her
people been.
tits?
Yes, yeah, naked,
mean,
naked.
Yeah, you can see like full everything. I mean, you can see her fallopian tubes, man, on
It's
YouTube.
just
Why the hell
goes
would
to
you give
show
a crap
you.
about a picture.
It just goes to show you that there is absolutely somebody for everybody out there. If an Eric Andre can get Emily Ratatouille, who was cheated on, by the way, by her husband.
Oh, hey.
You know, it seems like Emily Ratatouille has many people for somebody. Just saying.
It's called PR hookup. You think she's doing this shit on her own with Pete Davidson and
It's Eric
every week?
Andre. Who would choose him?
It's just
I mean, I wouldn't choose him at
well,
all.
you will see momentarily why she chose him, but just hang on, okay?
No, I think you're kind
You
of
know, a lot of people
slightly
been asking me what I
mistaken on
think
there.
about Eric Andre
No, they haven't.
dating Emily Ratajkowski, the girl from the video with Robin Thicke. What's the name of the song, Robin? You're good
that's
with
your
that.
claim to fame. It's such a
I
weird.
don't
I'm just
remember
going to
the
give you
name
guys
of
a
that.
little
Blurred
hint,
Lines.
okay? Just a little
Blurred
hint.
Lines. There you go. There's Papa Fooey. He's good too.
You can't
Anyway,
show that on.
What do I think? Listen, I have a lot of mixed emotions. I think listen, I know Eric Andre. He's been on the show many times. He's a comedian. I got to say, it's kind of nice to see a lot of these really beautiful hot sex symbols now dating, comedians who aren't known for their physical beauty.
Look at him.
Stop it.
So, I mean, I'm no one to cast aspersions, but the idea that Eric Andre would be fucking Emily Ratajkowski is unbelievable. Now, on Valentine's Day, Eric posted a picture of himself nude, which he loves to do because he's got a big cock.
No,
Like,
he
he's
does?
got a, yeah. It's
Oh,
real
Howard
big. Like, he
knows.
regularly on Instagram used to post pictures of his penis.
Oh yeah.
You know what's weird,
Which I
Dennis?
would do, too, if I had
Yes.
his cock.
In the prostate exam, he says nothing about it. I recorded that
No,
today.
I noticed that. Yeah, I know.
About it. It's
Weird, huh?
Little buddy's right. He did chub up for this or some kind of Photoshop.
Oh, that's a very big chub.
yeah.
That's a 75%er.
I'm not going to put my nubbin on there. But years ago, when Instagram would allow nudity, nobody was watching too closely. He always had dick pics. And he didn't care. He'd be like, yeah, I'll do a bit nude. Yeah, if I had a big cock, I'd do a bit nude too. In fact, I'd cover my face and just show you my cock.
85%.
Yeah. So this this continues.
What, an hour and a half out of this? I mean, he's got
It was at least an
material for
hour.
the next month.
So
he'll be fixated on this for the next
you
month.
can hear him almost salivating.
Yeah. No,
it's
frothing
disgusting.
About this.
Frothing. It's Orlando
disturbing.
Bloom. Orlando Bloom all over again. By the way, Bon Jovi, you sounded especially Orlando Bloomy today when I got on, and that's a compliment.
Especially Orlando Bloomy.
Well, thank you, John.
Yeah.
Of course, Robin has to get into the fray, right? So she's,
Yes.
of course, not impressed by
Making a
his
big deal
penis.
about nothing. But boy,
Do you be honest with me if you can? I know it's embarrassing sometimes with this show. When you see that picture, did he go up 25 points? Like, do you go, I'd like to lick that cock? You know? Seriously?
seriously.
Why would you?
Yeah, I mean, who knows if he could use it properly?
Oh, stop it. Of course you can. How bad can you fuck up if you have a cock like that?
Wow.
You
never-
fuck up pretty bad.
Jesus Christ.
But did you start to have a little bit of a fantasy? Like,
No,
Kim?
I don't.
No.
Again, if that thing grows more than that, that's crazy.
So then she proceeds to tell us about how when she had anal back in San Francisco, back in the
God.
early 70s.
No, are you kidding me? Are
Well,
you fucking kidding me?
So Howard asked her, was the guy who got you up the ass as big as that? And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, but he was bigger. And, but I just enjoyed it so much because he was so handsome.
Why do you think anal sex was always part of his repartee back then? We
Gee, I
weren't
wonder
even
why.
on the gay thing back
didn't
then.
figure it
Yeah, I mean, we
out.
just didn't. We just were so stupid to it.
So
God
stupid.
damn.
So stupid. We didn't care. We watched the show with blinders on. We
Yep.
we listened like this. We were very myopic. Is that the right word
Yes.
to use for this?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the word.
So then, of course, Chris Wilding has to throw in his 3 cents, and this would be the part, ladies and gentlemen, where it gets really gay. Absolutely, Robin is lying. Absolutely, she has held this truth for as long as she possibly can.
You can hear it now, yeah, right?
And it's always been a lie, and she has been maintaining that for years. But here, let's get a little gay, shall we? Just a little. Just a little.
Chris, you like
Howard,
that, huh?
I love it. He's definitely flaccid, by the way. There's no manipulation there. And Robin's right. That's going to get a lot bigger when it's hard.
You think you could stuff that thing in your ass, Chris?
I'm not my ass. I would try to deep throat it, which I probably would gag. But that's
what
part
if
of the fun.
what if he was a top? Could you handle something like that in your ass?
Yeah, he'd have to work it in like very slow, like a lot of lube and just sort of start with the head.
Keep growing, Chris. Job security, another 5 years. That's what he wants to hear. That's what the boss. That's what the gay boss wants to hear.
That's unforgivable.
I've seen less projection
conversation.
from Ed Wood at the Brown Derby screening room, for Christ's sake, huh?
Wow, nice, John. I mean, I would. That's so disgusting. I would rather listen to this.
What have you become? What have we become?
Look at how Bonnie on the spot this guy is. Let's see Fred make up a soundbite in
Never.
4 minutes.
Never. Doesn't even know how to use the equipment. He has
No.
to wait for somebody to give it to him. That's the way it works. Fred has never had to use that equipment, or record something. It's just not his job.
So, as Robert Daltrey said, where's the jokes? I mean,
There are no jokes.
There
There
are
are
no
no
jokes.
jokes. Here's a little
This is
quick
the
hit.
joke, Dennis. Gay sex.
yeah, great.
Here's a little quick hit for you. Here we go. Hang on.
You'd think he'd come in and at least let me smell his finger. At least. At the very least, let me smell it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know. This is what you get today. This is what you get today.
How can Marianne from Brooklyn listen to this and go, I love him? Wouldn't she be going, this is kind of disgusting?
Yes.
Seriously. you know, she
63-year-old mom, right, listening to this shit. Think about that.
Driving around the cul-de-sac in the minivan. Yeah.
Just anybody around, Dennis. Anybody. Doesn't have to be kids. It's all just disgusting for anybody. No, we're not prudes. We're not offended. It's just horrible. It's coming from a 7-year-old. It's just awful. Nobody's offended. It's not prudish. It's just horrible. The anti-comedy on every level. Just misses.
Every level. So let's hear how jealous he is. Let's hear this one. Here we go.
No, I'm speaking the truth. I don't lie. Eric fucked his way to the front row of the Knicks games. Like, he used to be third row at best. In fact,
Not even third row.
Not even third row. I mean, this is how he gauges somebody's success.
And in the thread, they made a great point. Howard couldn't name 2 current Knicks. Forget about
He couldn't
one.
name
About 3.
all-time Knicks. I think he says Walt Frazier and Charles Ewing. I think he would say is a
Charles Ewing.
Yeah.
Charles Ewing. I mean, he has no idea of who's on the Knicks now.
Do you remember
And yet
Amari
he's
Stoudemire, Dennis? The ball
Yeah.
fell to Howard. I think they're shooting around, and the ball came to Howard. Amari Stoudemire came over. He didn't know who Carmelo Anthony was, who was averaging like 30 a game at the time. He didn't know who Amari Stoudemire was. It was like he's sitting there.
It doesn't matter because he's in the front row. God damn it! That's the only thing
JRU.
that matters. So let's listen to the rest. Here we go.
Not even third row. What's his name? Who sits in the?
Oh my God, yes, Lord Frank. I hate her vocal fry. We talk about that all the time. It's so horrible that you can't pay attention to it anymore. You just have to let it go. Don't you forget that it's part of her persona for the air. It's Robin Ophelia
She has
Quivers.
a persona. Remember?
Yeah, it's all an act. This is
It's all an
not who
act,
she
according
really
to
is.
her.
Don't you know that?
Third row.
JB Smoove.
JB Smoove. JB Smoove looks back, has to crane his neck to see Eric Andre at the Knick game. And all of a sudden, Eric Andre's fucking Emily Ratajkowski. Front row of the Knick games.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I'm
That's
failing
right.
to see what Emily Ratajkowski has done that even warrants any level of with that. JB Smooth's on Curb Your Enthusiasm, for Christ's sake.
That
Any
even
star of the
warranted
show.
a book of her life.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And
She hasn't done anything.
The fact that she's
done
photographs
nothing,
herself fucking naked every single day and then writes a book about how, misogynists in this world have always looked at her as a sex object.
Yes,
No
how dare you.
fucking kidding.
Hey, your favorite porn star, she is the same thing. Worse because she's not even doing actual.
Yeah, at least a
blatant
porn
nudity.
star earns their money.
But whole deal, Dennis. You're supposed to jerk off to her. There's nothing else. You're
No,
supposed to
no,
jerk
no,
off
no.
to her. She's no
So-
better than any of your porn stars or your stripper at your local strip club.
So I have,
She's no
I have
better.
a question, though. So Howard's here talking about this. When's the last time you've been to a Knicks game? 2019? 2019.
He's not going any Knicks games.
I know. That's what I mean. It's 4 fucking years ago. It doesn't matter anymore. Other people are in your seats, dude. Like
That's right, Brizzo. At least they earn it. That's exactly
earn
right.
it.
She's
That's
done
exactly-
nothing.
They do earn it.
She's done nothing to warrant that fame. Nothing. She's been in nothing. She's done nothing.
And then she bitches.
gone, girl.
Then she bitched at Pharrell and what's his face about putting her in the video, even
Yeah,
though she
right.
chose to be in the video and be
the best
naked in
thing.
it. And that's the reason she is anybody we would
Yes.
even know.
And she got
Just like
paid.
Aaron Andrews and the
She
people.
got paid
It's
for
the
that.
best thing that's ever happened to her.
It's the best thing. It's like
Yep.
it's like Kim Kardashian's sex tape.
Yes. Same thing.
Seriously, it's
And they're good friends.
more so because she got negative and positive publicity from it. She has a great fucking body. She
Yes.
showed it off,
a
and you
mother.
know what? Good for you. Good for you.
But that's
you
it.
think, you
That's
think her
it.
kid has an opinion about this?
I don't think
No.
so. Not yet.
And could be a butterface, Marsh, construed as on the occasional opinion. Right. She's half a butterface.
Oh, I don't think so.
I can't believe it's not
Eh,
butterface.
It's not the greatest face, but
It's
you know, when
okay.
you're
It's not.
naked-
It's not stunning.
You
It's just
wouldn't
okay.
throw her out of
That's
bed.
No,
right.
the body,
That's
the
right.
neck down,
I
definitely would
agree.
never throw it out of bed.
I
No.
wouldn't
And
throw
And
it
just
out of bed
remember-
for eating crackers.
Just remember, as beautiful as anybody is, there is always somebody who is willing to say, "I'm
Yes.
fucking leaving you." It
Yes.
just is the way
You
it
mean
is.
the
Well, you
father of her
classic
child?
Monique
She may have
there. That's
horrific
classic.
breath. You just don't know.
Yeah, there
She
you
may
go.
just be rotting from the inside out because she's so fucking anorexic. I bet you Beth has bad breath
Isn't
too.
that hot?
Oh, yeah.
Beth definitely has
God.
bad breath.
Monique, there was a
Hot.
chapter in Bill Maher's book that said, "Show me the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'll show you someone who's tired of effing her or tired of her shit or something."
That
like
is absolutely true.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Josh Foster. Love you guys. The second Ray dies, Beth gets replaced in the basement with Ralph. All they need is a naked Chinese boy throwing firecrackers.
Absolutely.
Xavier
want
and I
that
had a
visual.
huge argument about, not argument, but just like agree to
debate.
disagree about this today because he's thinking once Ray dies, he's definitely coming out. I'm like, there's no way he's coming out. He's such a repressed old man that he's not strong enough or man enough to do
Oh,
something
definitely
like
not
that.
bad
Ooga.
enough. No,
He's just not.
Ooga.
It just never would happen. And I also will contend that men of that age,
Oh, I hate men.
Jewish men from Long Island of a certain age,
Oh!
you know, that very gay thing was just like very sticky when they were growing up. And
Yes.
their fathers did it, and, you know, they do it. And, you know, it's just part of his persona and not
Lecherous horn dog.
necessarily, yes, and not
Yeah.
necessarily that he's gay.
Look at the Me Too list, Monique. All the creeps that are on there. It's
All
a
of
very
them.
large percent. Yep.
Yes.
Very large
So-
percentage. Epstonian.
100% he has played penis butt with Ralph.
Verify the
Hey.
beefus breath thing. I mean, look at every cat. I mean, it's like you're smelling a tuna can every time it's talking.
Ugh.
I mean, they're like right up there going.
Yeah, and that. Sorry, those Reese's peanut butter cups aren't really helping.
No.
to be
No.
honest with you. And you know she doesn't eat all day, so
Yeah,
you know
bulimia
that
breath,
breath
right?
is
That's
rancid.
always the
Oh,
case.
it's just rancid.
It's rancid. I bet
Sorry
you can
to
smell it from
anyone.
like here.
Sorry to anyone who's trying to eat right now.
yeah,
Last
right,
5
right,
minutes
right.
of conversation.
Oh, it's
Enjoy your dinner.
9:42 for God's sakes.
Pretty
It's
disgusting.
time. If you haven't eaten by the time you watch our show, then you have a
Oh,
problem.
there's a
Well,
lot
West
of people
Coast.
who eat late. There's
Oh,
a
that's
lot.
true. It is West Coast 6:42. Sorry,
Oops.
guys. So let's move on a little bit and let's go to Beth and the pilot story again.
no.
Okay, so he's on the phone with this chick who he ultimately winds up fat shaming. So he's on the phone with this chick, and
Buchwald.
she's talking about no. This was definitely
You sure?
Stop it. Okay, Dennis. Not every call is Buchwald. Not every call.
How long was
okay?
this person on the phone?
You have to listen to the story.
I'll listen.
Okay.
I didn't hear it, so.
Not every phone call is Buchwald. And I love that you say Buchwald too, because yeah, as many times as Gatgirl has gotten through, you know that other
Oh, I
people
can
get
pick her.
through.
I can pick her out now, so it's okay.
But, so anyway, so this woman calls in and she wants to alert. Oh, she asks whether or not he was still following that chick, Olivia
Oh,
Jade.
he just follows teenagers on
Yes,
fucking. He's so,
so
creepy.
She
It's
was asking if
always
he was still
teens.
following her, but there was like some other really cool new girls that he could be following. And so he started to look them up. So then the story was that, you know, beautiful women get everything for free and they are able to basically finesse their way through life. So with that, he decides to once again tell us the story about how Beth got to fly the plane. So let's review that.
But yeah,
I talked to my wife about some of the opportunities she's had just from being hot.
Right.
And it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of danger out there. There's all kinds
Oh
of
my
crazy
God.
things.
She has real horror stories. If she ever wrote a book, you would fucking die. I
Really?
mean, it's unbelievable.
There's
Didn't she
no
rewrite a
story in Basic Bitch's book that would even be remotely fun, amusing, scary. Every single woman who was raised in New York City, not a fucking transplant from Nowheresville, Pittsburgh. Every woman has the exact same stories.
Well, no, but you don't have stories about having to give BJ's for dinar. So I mean, you got there's
Definitely
that.
not. But then again, I'm not anywhere
girl.
remotely close to being a
party girl.
model. I'm just saying that all
Neither
women
is
in New
Beefus.
York City have the exact same stories as her, if not more.
But the payoff is, you know, you go to the magazine stand to buy a few magazines and some candy, and the guy won't even let you pay. She got. I never.
Okay, that happened once, and he's repeated that story 5,000 times as if it happened every single day.
Did I tell you the story? My wife, you know, back when she was modeling in Europe and other countries, and
Europe and
other countries.
What
other countries?
Middle
It's like the Ultimate Warrior places
Qatar,
unknown.
Qatar, Saudi Arabia,
Qatar
and Saudi Arabia.
Where's John? I really wanted him to be here for this. I can't believe he dropped out. All
had to
right.
fly a plane. Did I tell you that story?
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
being invited to the cockpit.
Always being invited to the cockpit. Again, maybe this happened once.
Like she's sitting on a plane, and all of a sudden the stewardess comes up and says, would
It's the butler says Ames is a country.
you mind coming up to the cockpit? And you know why they call it cockpit.
Could you just listen to the
So,
story, though?
Like she's sitting on a plane, and
minding her own fat ass business, right?
all of a sudden the stewardess comes up
The stewardess comes over to her and says,
and
"Hey."
says, would you mind coming up to the cockpit? And you
And meanwhile, if you were you'd be like, "Why? What's going on? What happened? Holy shit, we're in trouble! Like, what the fuck happened?"
know why they call it cockpit. So anyway,
exactly.
yeah. So she was like, sure. And she goes up, and the pilot goes, hi, would you like to fly the plane? And she goes, what do you mean?
Hi. Would you like to fly the plane? Would you like to fly the plane, young lady? Because you're so sweet and just delicious looking. Would you like to fly the plane, lady?
He goes, here, just sit on my lap and
Sit on my
fly
lap.
the plane. And
let's talk about
next
the
thing you
first
know,
thing that
she's
pops
sitting
up.
on this guy's lap, flying the plane.
Sitting on the guy's lap, flying the plane.
Bullshit.
Okay.
What do you mean flying? She goes, I'm working the steering wheel. He's telling me what to do.
Steering wheel.
And he's out of a boner. She goes, no. He didn't, I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
Is he that stupid?
Fake.
David says, thank you, David. Howard's sexuality was stunted at Wellmet. He's not quite gay or straight. It's a floating amorphous adolescent sexuality where he treats adult women like little girls and adult men like middle school boys doing gross pranks. You know what? I'm going to screen cap that, you motherfucker. Because that
I
is
know,
really
he's too deep
just
for us.
way too deep. We're going to have to come back to that at a...
He's wasting his time on this podcast.
Exactly.
It really is. Your time is
You need
wasted.
a different podcast, bro.
You really just you are way above our pay grade right now.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
It's like, no.
Yeah. So listen, let's continue with Beth and the freebie that is Beth.
Beth had to
when I
replace
met her,
the
she didn't even know
pilot.
stores charged money. She thought everything was given away for free.
Yeah, okay.
She was like, how do stores make money? They don't seem to ever charge.
Okay. Absolutely not true.
100%.
There is no part of her that got anything for free. Maybe she got like a magazine or two. I'll give her that. I'll even give you some fucking Doublemint gum and maybe like a Hershey's Kiss or two. I'll give you that. But you're not getting free stuff at stores, sister. You don't even get free stuff today at stores. Nobody gives you the goodie bag. Nobody gives you the grift. Nobody gives you the beautiful Chanel jacket to say, here, wear this because you're going to be going to a movie premiere somewhere and we really want you to be representative of us. Nobody.
I mean, its own beard husband doesn't even give it a diamond or a piece of gold for Valentine's Day. It gets a box with a painting on it.
Well,
That's
to be
all you gotta
fair,
say.
when you are a half a billionaire and you pretty much can buy absolutely anything you want yourself, it's
It is
supposed
not
to
a
be about
billionaire.
experiences, right? It's supposed to be about things that
Going to Europe,
you
going to
feel.
Greece.
Well, yeah, they don't have those experiences.
No, they
You know,
don't. No, they have nothing.
They live in like this bizarre little ecosystem that allows nothing else in, and he loves it that way. Yeah, nobody gives her anything free. It's all bullshit.
No,
He's so
no.
full of shit. It's shocking.
Hey, wouldn't you get Ames clothes for free if you could?
Oh my god!
Mike
And
McCann.
who wouldn't want one of those champion sweatshirts that she wears in those ads?
You know, the gift was so stunning for Beef that it still has not posted it.
I
on
wish we would have
Stupidgram.
seen it. We didn't see the card. We didn't
Nope,
see the box.
nothing.
We didn't see the cookies.
Zero.
I mean,
Zero.
She got free saliva.
Very
from a
good
black
point.
guy
Remember when she
spitting
got
on her
engaged?
on the Upper West
Every picture, she had her
Yep.
hand up with that ring. For like fucking a year.
Yes.
And
More.
So
Gotta
now,
do
now
another
we're led
Beth-
to believe that she's just modest now.
No.
I think that
It hates it.
I think that she doesn't care anymore. You know what? Okay.
We
if
got to
you-
do another Beth Strionic show. It's just killing
have
me.
to.
These
We
lies. We have
Yes,
to. I
go,
have
John.
30
You are
clips
the
of her
man.
lying like that. It is, and I have Dr. Curry from the Depp trial explaining what histrionic personality disorder, and it is scary how Beth is applicable to every single facet of it.
Perfect.
Crazy.
Let's do that when we're on vacation for 2 weeks. I love that show.
Yes, please.
We always love a good Beth show, honestly.
I love
Being
Beef shows.
The whistle with Bianca, the black guys attacking her, people jerking off.
But
to
we've
her
done
on the
that already.
subway. But it's
But
just
we've
there's
done
more
those.
than that. There's like triple what we did. It's
It needs
endless.
to be
It's
new.
endless.
New.
It needs new. Yeah, we
blood,
need new.
yeah.
We need new and improved.
Come on, John.
We
You're
need-
the
I have
man.
plenty of new
You
ones
can
to
do
We need
this.
deep cuts. We
Yeah,
need
that's
deep
it.
cuts.
Do you
So
remember when they try to put the lovely Beth as kind of like
Beth
a
O?
catchphrase? And they
Beth O.
tried so
The lovely
freaking
Beth
hard
O. Beth
to make that
O.
stick.
Don't forget the O. It was all
Okay,
about
whatever.
the O.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is if your significant other learns how to paint or play guitar or play piano or do something that's even slightly remotely artistic, which he is not, and then they say, here, honey, you know what? I painted something for you. You'd be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I love it. That's like such a beautiful thing. But that's all he does now. So he's basically phoning it in. He's thanking her for putting up with the fact that he is probably sitting at that fucking desk tracing for hours at a time during the day. And all she's got to do is play with fucking cats on the floor in the washroom.
Yes.
And this is her thank you. This is look at all this time I didn't spend with you has paid off by manifesting itself in some shitty fucking cat picture on a box that you will put with the rest of the shitty fucking cat cards and cat boxes that I have painted for you in the past like 10 years. Oh, fuck yourself, asshole. All right, so that woman that was on the phone, he was also fat shaming her. So this became like a whole thing. Ralph gets on the phone. They're talking about some girls that were really popular on TikTok and also on Instagram. There's one who's like a gymnast who's really, really popular now. Her name is Debbie something or another. And she has millions and millions of followers. I mean, Howard's just so jealous of it over and over again. But let's go with some fat shaming because there's nothing better than a little fat shaming during the day.
You won't even let her bring you hot videos.
I'm not as slender as you like your women, Howard. That's the thing.
What do you weigh, Michelle?
Oh God. Okay, so I am 5'8" and I'm 160. Yeah.
Oh,
it's not,
okay. All right.
yeah.
I really do have to be going.
Take care. What's up next, Howard?
You're a very lovely woman. Good luck.
This is so rude. That girl
No,
gave
Michelle.
you a great tip.
Michelle, I don't think you'll be flying any planes soon.
No, I'm not.
Such a cunt.
Wow.
5'8", 160 is not that bad. I don't
Great
even.
personality.
Yeah, you do. You're
has
lovely.
Yeah, and Ralph, the two of them. The two of them have
Well, yeah. Can you imagine the two of them together when the mics aren't on?
any right to speak about anyone. And you know what? I don't know what the average weight is for a woman who is 5'8". Like I know how much I weigh.
That's tall.
I'm 5'8".
130 would be good.
So 135 would be like
thin.
Like scary
Really
thin.
thin. Yeah. 160 is fine. That's fine.
I would say 5'8", like 150, 155, I guess would be.
Well,
and I'm just,
Are we talking like C cups?
I'm just going by myself. I'm not going by
C-cups, okay.
But yeah, there was a time in my life where I was like 120, 125, but I looked like some,
Let's get Lizzo back on. Brilliant.
Yes. Good one.
Yeah, so let's
There you go,
continue with the
Shaka
fat
Khan.
shaming, shall we? Hang on.
You know what? Just call me back when you weigh 105 pounds, okay?
105?
All right.
What's the diet? I need to eat jelly beans, and that's it, right?
Jelly beans.
Lock
You're not
yourself in a room and
You
don't
don't need
come out until you're 105.
Oh, you shut the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
up, Robin.
Exactly.
You
three
really,
times her weight, Robin? At least twice, right? At least twice.
you really need
320?
to shut the fuck up.
You don't need jelly beans. You need magic beans.
Right? Right?
You're
No.
right.
Nah.
Come on, Benji, run in there and
you're
go,
hot.
Robin, why are you
know
so
why you're
fat?
hot? Because I love talking to you. That's hot too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Let's
Howard,
not put
I've
Michelle
adored
down.
you. Yeah.
So anyway, she winds up sending a picture of herself in, and they're like, "Oh, holy shit! You actually look really amazing
Yes,
at
of
your
course.
at your height at that weight." And they actually like apologize for being
Is there any
such
picture posted or no?
twats. And not that I'm aware of. I didn't dig
Darn.
that deeply into it. I really
I like the way
didn't.
Jimmy the drunk lays it out. He goes, how the hell is he not embarrassed to admit on the air that he watches college students getting dressed and put makeup on in his free time?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
well said. When you
These
really lay it
college
out
kids
like
would
that,
be,
it's so creepy.
Very generous, bro. I guarantee you, these kids are like in middle school.
Oh yeah, he'll go as low as
Yeah.
no one looking at him.
Oh my God. Yeah, that exactly, Tamara Francois. So he was supposed to be like totally over fat shaming when
Right.
Brendan Fraser came in. And, that would be the end of it.
No fat suits, right?
Okay. Now, I am going to admit, and I know somebody just said it here as well, I thought I chuckled because, and you had to laugh. Like she laughed because you have to laugh at him and his psychoses. But he definitely thinks that at 5'8", you should weigh 105 pounds. Like he definitely
Which
thinks
is
that.
insane.
He thinks he's good looking too. He's been convinced that he has this rock star persona and
Yes.
charisma. He's now officially brainwashed himself with the staff and the insulation he has that he is good looking. He's convinced himself of that. Vanity means nothing to a guy like this. You couldn't make being thin look any worse than Howard does. Yet another thing he makes look like shit.
No, because that's who he is. So he is so sheltered from the rest of the world that he only has maybe a handful of people who tell him anything about what's going on in the world and in his
And he
life.
pays
And so,
them.
and they're paid. They're paid. Jeremy Harrelson, what do you think Beth thinks about segments like this? This isn't getting them closer to Jennifer
It
Aniston
doesn't
or John
care.
Hamm.
Supposedly she doesn't listen, which I don't
It doesn't
believe
care.
entirely, but supposedly she doesn't listen.
It doesn't care.
Yeah, I think what we played yesterday, it sounded like she was listening to local, like,
She listens to Scott and Todd, right, Dennis?
It's probably the local. It's probably the local channel because Howard doesn't pay for cable in the kitty cancer wing of the fucking right. So all they have is like 2, 4, 5, 7, and 9.
Get serious.
You know she's watching Rutas Mortales.
Wow.
The visual of that kills me. Okay, so let's move on a little bit and let's go to this really, really weird Tommy John commercial. So Dennis, you probably didn't hear this.
I heard about this. I read about this.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, and Beth is absolutely at least 150 pounds. She has.
Yeah,
to be.
totally.
It's
Totally
beefy.
healthy.
It's
She's-
beefy.
She has thick bones. She does.
Oh, it's thick. Yeah.
We should start a basic bitch radio station for the best of the world to listen to, right?
I love
basic
Basic
bitch
Bitch.
morning. The
Basic
Bitch
Harry
Zoo.
Styles and all
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Scott Shannon hosting it. Scott and Todd come back.
Yes, exactly. And we could all wear Uggs and like drink
Wine
pumpkin
30.
spice. Drink pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks.
It's wine
It'd
30.
be just delicious. All right, so let's listen to the Tommy John commercial because it's so bizarre that we really need to like cut through this. It's really crazy.
There's no rules in my band. For cold winter mornings, get yourself Tommy John's new loungewear. I love Tom. I have a great Tommy John story, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is wild. So I told you my daughter's getting married, and my future son-in-law, he had to go to a doctor's appointment.
Now let's try and figure out what this doctor's appointment is.
And, you know, you go to the doctor, and they have to take blood, and they have to do this and that and the other thing. So my daughter goes with her fiance for the doctor's appointment, just, you know, because they were hanging out. And she said, let me go with you, moral support, whatever.
I'm already
You know.
zoned.
Yeah. So they're there, and, you know, it's not that they're getting the blow off, but they're, you know, it's just like, you know, geez, we're waiting a long time. And then finally, he has to give blood, and then, I don't know, he gets woozy. He gets, like, dizzy.
Oh,
And
really?
Yeah. And he was like, I need the doctor. And, no one, you know, they don't know where the doctor.
Can you please
what a
listen to this story?
I'm trying to listen to this. It is ridiculous.
What a gifted rock.
It gets so much worse.
He's woozy after giving blood, and he's just kind
This
of
is
like,
an adult
yeah.
male who's woozy after giving blood. It gets worse. It gets worse.
There is. They don't know what's going on.
They don't know what's going on. Don't ask.
Anyway, but the nurse was there and all and everything. So then the doctor comes in. What's going on? Let me check you out. See what the hell's happening here. He says, you know, pull down your pants.
Okay.
Wait. So you're woozy. So
He's
the
giving
doctor
blood.
wants to
Pull down your pants. He's giving blood. Pull down your pants.
Pull down your pants.
And
this
I'm
has
gonna
never
check your balls.
happened.
Please hold on. You're not listening. You got to listen
I'm
closely
listening.
because
This
this
never
is
happened.
really. This is really.
He says, you know, pull down your pants and let me check your balls, you know.
Because he's
And-
dizzy?
No. They got over the dizziness, but he has to check him out, make sure he's got, you know,
okay.
they got to test your balls for some reason. What? So my future son-in-law opens his pants, and the doctor goes, "Are you a Howard Stern fan?"
Worst gay porno ever.
And he goes, "What?" He goes, "You're wearing Tommy John's. You must be a Howard
Yes,
Stern
that's what
fan."
happened.
And then my daughter, who was there,
So his daughter is in the room with him,
the
with
room
the
as the
doctor,
doctor
as
is
the doctor is fondling
fondling
his
his nuts.
balls because he was dizzy when he was giving blood.
That's
She
not
goes-
malpractice protocol.
Be proud.
We're not just fans.
Be
I'm his
brave.
daughter.
Thanks, Sheeta.
And
Times will
let me tell you
change.
something. They said this doctor was
But listen to the please
I'm
listen
trying
to the
to
story.
listen.
a Stern
Nothing
fan.
happens.
And then my daughter, who was there, she goes, we're not just fans. I'm his daughter. And let me tell you something. They said this doctor was fantastic. He touched the balls ever so gently. He was real delicate. And the world opened up. And they made fast friends with the doctor. All because of Tommy John.
Wow.
I might have to keep that because
That is.
is that the most outrageous, ridiculous?
All I can think of, Abe Rizzo's like, he can't finish a sentence. I know. What a gifted raconteur. Is he the worst storyteller? He lost me in 10 seconds. I couldn't hang with that restrained
I'm just
bullshit
trying
and the lying and the wheels spinning. He's so fucking awful. He can't. Jeremy Harrison goes,
I'm
this fucking
trying
idiot
to-
can't
That's him
recognize a
grooving,
kid
bro.
sucking up to him with a bullshit.
He's
stuff.
grooving.
Yeah, that's grooving.
That's grooving.
I'm trying to
Believable.
picture this. That Ashley's standing there. The doctor's there looking at this guy. He's down. He has his hands on
Who
his
was
nuts.
dizzy from giving
And
blood,
his
so pull
hands
down
are on
your
his
pants.
nuts, and he's talking to Ashley as he's handling his nuts.
And then
I
he starts
can't
stroking
even,
his
like-
shaft, Robin.
Let's say this is true. What are we supposed to do with this?
Let's say this is true. Let's just
What-
say
what
this
would-
is
what
true.
would you like us to do with this?
Let's just say
He
this,
literally-
of all things that we discuss, is true.
What would you like us to do with this? Who is this for? The guy literally has nothing to offer the audience ever.
Did you ever hear anything this ridiculous in your life?
It doesn't surprise me. It's just another. The lies just get worse and worse and bigger and more. You know,
Just
everyone's.
laughing.
And yes, Shaka Khan. She's the only daughter he'll talk about with
Yes.
any depth.
Well, that's because she's getting married, so she's on the top of the list right now.
Yes.
That's why. Where's
Yeah,
Casey?
that's
Everybody
why.
wants to know. Casey, I can't believe you're not here to listen to the
This is up
ridiculousness.
Casey's alley right now.
Was that just the worst thing you ever heard in your life? I just couldn't believe it.
Dude, that's the most preposterous bullshit I've ever heard.
I know.
Two mastercles.
It was literally like he confused the gay porn he watched last night with reality.
Yes, exactly.
Obviously.
Then the doctor said, "Wow, I bet I can't get this in my ass. It's so big."
That's probably exactly what happened.
Dude, seriously, man.
Oh, it's so scary.
The
It's so
hell?
scary. So yeah, so that was
David. What he's not saying is the doctor was Howard and Groucho glasses.
paging
Ralph
Dr.
Mouse-
Howard.
Ralph
Dr.
Mouse
Howard.
dad.
Oh my god, I'm dying here.
Oh, he's here. Hey, Casey, I heard you were on Carl today. Is that true? You were on WATP? Finally? That happened? Yeah.
Hey, he's
okay.
been on before, right? Hasn't he?
He has.
He's
has.
definitely been on before.
I'm sure all Carl wants to talk about is Stuttering John because we gotta just pick that melon off the floor and pick it clean.
When I was looking for
pink envelopes in the
Raquel
mail
Welch
now?
stuff today, I
Where's
found an
Morgan?
article on John from '94.
Oh, I
And
have
he's-
that. I'm going.
Oh,
to
you saw
play-
that? It's from Washington
Oh.
Post?
Yes, and then I have the interview that you put up. from
Jeremy
Gary Garver.
Harrison, dear Playboy, Playgirl Forum.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, okay, let's double down on being disgusting today and let's go to Howard I hear myself. I don't know why.
It just happened.
Uh-oh.
I hear myself.
It's on you.
No, it's gone now, I think.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
Hello,
yes.
hello, hello.
Oh, my
Ooh, what was
AJ
that?
hers-
That was weird. Hey, John, I meant to ask you. Am I still having that thing where I echo like halfway through the show?
No, because
No.
you fixed
No?
it because you turned
Oh,
off the.
yes.
It was
Okay.
a double camera that was going.
Cool.
And you addressed it. We took.
And
this,
the
you know.
headphones that had the mic on it, and I think that's what was doing the echoing.
But the weird thing was that wouldn't do is every time it did it, and Dennis will back me up on this, about 45, 50 minutes in, it started to echo. We would
was
do the
weird.
show was perfect, and then
Strange.
50 minutes in, it would start to echo.
But it
It
hasn't
makes
been
it
happening, right?
bloody
Since I got the
weird.
new setup?
No, I haven't heard it since. Haven't heard
Ever
it
since
No.
we fixed it from the shit show we had with the full
Yeah.
echo. Yes.
Yeah, that was the worst. Well, okay, so let's go to Grandpa explaining his sex technique because I think that's something.
Oh, do we have to? This is turning into a
Yes.
sexual show. I have to
Well-
flag this for YouTube that there's sexual references constantly.
You're gonna
The
gotta do
good
it.
news is,
do it.
I only have 4 clips left in this
Only
entire thing.
4.
That's
Only
it. That's
4.
all I
You
got.
first are doing it. You try everything to see what a woman likes. You kiss, and you play with the boobs, and then you put your finger in there. You maybe put a second finger in there. Whatever, you know. You rattle your finger around in there.
Rattle.
I don't know. You
bank
try to
statement.
hook it up. They say that's where the G spot is. You know, you try everything.
Right. You try everything.
Yeah, you see what everyone likes, and then lick a little bit, not too long. You know, you read all the books. You know, don't lick too long. Lick, but don't lick too long. Then they get.
Do all men? Let me ask you a question. Now that I
God.
have 5 men here and
Men.
the
I hate
wonderful
men.
KC, so is reading books actually something that you do in order to
No,
understand how to
Mom.
please a woman?
What's a book?
I don't
Book?
know.
What's that?
What's
I
a
don't-
book?
know.
Seriously.
but
Speaking
you-
as a guy, you just kind of knew, I think, and you just did it like it just happened. It's not.
You
This,
learn on the
Howard
street
makes
like
it
everyone
into the
else.
most bizarre thing.
He makes it into something that's like a gross, and I could believe that he would read books on it because I truly believe he only had sex with maybe 1 or 2
The way he
women before he got married.
described, the way
What about
he
the Matt
described
Terror?
that was
No, Matt
actually kind of vile. I mean,
Time to
Aggravating
get off
with you.
the
Hold
Time
on,
to get off
please
the
hold
stage,
on.
So you read
Grandpa.
all the
It's
books.
worse.
You know, don't lick too long. Lick, but don't lick too long. Then they get aggravated
Oh
with you.
my god!
Blah 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 blah. I was
Blah,
never one of
blah.
those guys that lick your asshole. It's not going to happen. You want to be with me?
There was
I don't
none of
roll with
that.
that. No, I don't get that carried away.
Know when to get off the stage, Grandpa. Leave him
Know when
wanting
to say
more.
when.
We're done. We're done.
So, let's remind everyone that this is a grandfather at 69 years old discussing this.
Yeah, believe me.
Grandfather.
Dennis, I hated it 20 years ago.
I'm pretty
I know,
sure I
it's
didn't
gross,
want it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't want it. Like
Yeah,
you
but
know,
now it's just beyond bizarre.
it's
He's got because he's got
disgusting.
nothing in the hopper, Dennis.
No.
He offers you nothing. He has no monkey tricks. There's no evolving. He has no
Oh,
material.
it's so
He doesn't.
bad.
He has no new life experiences. He's got nothing. He can't share his life with you because he's too elitist and the plebeians don't deserve to know it. He's got nothing to
And
offer. This is
KC,
all-
buddy, look at this. This is what your boss, who used to be your boss, has become. Aren't you just? Is this like? Doesn't this make you feel like what on earth happened to him?
He couldn't have
Let's
got out
wait
at the
for
right time.
KC to
I
respond to
think
that.
that
and
that gay dance party probably gave it away with the Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah, that may have given it away.
You got to remember, all the charisma is gone with the KCs and the Artie. There's nobody likable left. They just it's not a coincidence that anybody you
that's
ever
right.
liked is
Speaking
gone
of
now.
speaking of unlikable people, hey KC, I want to thank you for that video you put up a week ago or so, dissing Stuttering John.
What are you talking about?
Casey's put up a video where he disses Stuttering John for saying things, lying about Casey.
Where is that?
The Dabblers got it like this week. They've all been going on about it, and Casey's apparently says that in that video that he's making more videos.
I've not heard of this.
He brings up how Stuttering John said that Casey lied and stole jaywalking from Jay Leno, and Casey does a great job refuting that and states that he doesn't appreciate it when somebody says that he isn't being truthful. And he says that Stuttering John never wrote the jokes for Jackie. It was the interns. If anyone else wrote jokes for John's red carpet
Man on the street thing or his
yeah,
interviews?
if it was obviously Fred Jackie, but if not, it was actually interns, and John wasn't capable of writing anything for that. And John started over the last 15 years threading it, starting the angle that he
Wait a
also
minute.
wrote
Perhaps
those
you didn't
jokes.
see him make comedy history with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bob.
Wait, very
What about
good.
Ted? Wait, so he couldn't figure out with Ted Williams? Did you ever fought in a catcher's face?
I so don't want to talk about Stuttering John at all. He's
sorry,
not
I'm
worth our
mocking
breath.
Casey's video, which is 10 minutes long.
Where
talking
is
about
it?
Stuttering John. I don't
Why
know.
don't you send me a link in the private chat there,
I
Bon
will
Jovial?
now. I didn't. I don't know if
He
you want
probably
to, but
didn't think you wanted to step into the John Vortex with it.
yeah, I could make it an edit. I could edit it down, but
You don't have to
for
edit it
another
down. We'll just do a
Casey
quick.
just put it up there.
Oh, thanks, Casey.
No,
Casey,
exactly, Mr.
I just
G,
started a YouTube channel. It's Casey Armstrong. With
I'll get
my
it now.
picture.
I'll get it right now.
Casey is in that rarefied air of beloved. I'm telling you, there's only like 5 people in the history of this show. It's like
Oh,
Sour
he is
Shoes.
too. I've never seen.
I don't even think
or-
Artie's beloved. Artie's pretty polarizing.
No,
actually.
not at this moment. No,
No, it's Billy
Casey
West.
gets-
It's Casey. It's Sour
Casey's
Shoes.
name comes up and
Beetlejuice.
people,
Yeah.
his heart melt. They go,
You know
"Oh,
why? Can I just tell you
Casey,
why? Because he of all is actually like a really, really genuine human being, and he has never sucked on the tit that is the Howard Stern show. After he left, like he just did his own thing. He started his own thing, and yeah, if you want to talk about Howard, I'll talk about Howard. But it's not what defines me.
His
And
fight
that's the
with
difference.
Tommy
He
Asano
sent me
might
these
be the
rabbit
best fight
ears.
in the history of the show.
What are those? I
These
didn't
are
get
rabbit
rabbit
ears
ears.
I had on my cats.
Oh my God, so cute. So cute. All right, let's move on a little bit, shall we? Okay, a little too Leslie talk, but I really, now that I'm looking at it, I don't really care about
Leslie
this.
West?
No, so you know the whole controversy with that woman who got the Oscar nomination for
Oh,
Best
the one
Actress
there's the
from
whole
the
thing where
show
there's
To
basically there was
Leslie.
a lot of,
It's from the
weird
movie
stuff.
To Leslie. So he's talking about it with Mark Maron. So Mark Maron comes in, and I spelled it wrong on the YouTube thing. I will
That's
fix
okay.
that. I think it's MARC, not MARK.
It's C, yeah.
I did attempt to watch that show yesterday before he came on air, and it was just absolutely atrocious. I didn't get him at all. I didn't get his comedy. I
it's
didn't
not for
understand it. It kind of reminded me of when my mother took me to see Whoopi Goldberg on Broadway. I was like 17 or something. And it was a packed house. Her boss had given her the tickets, and I didn't get her at all. Like, I didn't understand her humor. I didn't understand any, and people are laughing hysterical in the audience.
It's
And
more
I'm like,
one-man showy than it is jokey. He's very ranty and whiny. Right.
he's whiny. He's a whiny bitch.
It's not for everybody.
So we're going to just do a really quick thing about him taking credit for the Oscar nod. And I'm not necessarily sure he wants to admit to this, considering
Yeah,
the
there's
fact
a
that
lot
the
of
Oscar
badness.
panel is still looking into this as to whether or not it was something that is above board or not. So here we go.
Co-star Andrea Riseborough, who got the Academy Award nomination, which I was actually behind. Was campaigning on the air for it.
He was behind the nomination. So he thinks
he
that
was.
it's because he mentioned it
No.
grudgingly that's why she
And
got
not
the
because I'm
nomination.
friends with Mary. That was sort of the accusation. But no, I watched the movie. I was so moved by it. I cried like a baby at the end of this thing. And so did
Wait,
my
you
wife.
don't cry.
I mean, I said, this is a fantastic
Aren't you a
movie.
sociopath?
I'm worried that no one will see it. I got on the air. I said, Netflix should buy it. They evidently did.
Because of you, I'm sure.
So, you know, I was thrilled, but this Andrea Riseborough is such a good actress that
Yes, so I say he goes on like this, and it's like nobody really gives a shit. And honestly, I didn't record anything of Mark Maron because I don't give a shit about him. I'm more interested in John's Twitter fight with Mark Maron than I am in Mark Maron. So I'm just going to play 2 more clips, and then we're going to get to cleaning out the computer in a pretty early time period because I only had like 20 clips today, which is kind of exciting. So let's
if you wanted to promote the movie, Mark Maron's podcast probably gets 50 times the listeners.
Oh my
Howard
God,
Show
of
does
course
this day.
it does. Of course it does.
Say what you
I don't
will,
even
it's very
underst-
successful.
I don't even understand it though, because he really isn't all that good.
Because
I
he
mean,
got in at a very early time, Dennis. He,
I
Rogan,
guess,
Bill
yeah.
Simmons, Adam Carolla.
And
they
RadioGunk.
got
We
and
all got into
RadioGunk,
podcasting.
and he
We got
decided,
into
I'm gonna do the
podcasting where everybody
one-on-ones.
asks what's a podcast, and you know that. So let's listen to. Let's really quickly just a tit hair of the ZipRecruiter commercial from today.
ZipRecruiter says 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Please try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/100. ZipRecruiter.com/100. ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter. Zip the smartest way to hire.
I can't.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I'm running a business. I hear that. I want to do that. That sold me. You know, some moron singing a horrible song with ZipRecruiter.
I want to know their ad
I'm gonna
rates
use
so
that to hire
bad. I
people.
want to know what their ad rates are. So, they have a line you can call with sales executives, I
$1,000.
think. I would love to know what it is. Just be
There's
like a
no
fake
way it's more than $1,000.
company.
It can't be.
Vandalay Industries wants to advertise on.
Vandalay.
I mean, it's really no.
Hey, ZipRecruiter, what about them? I've been telling you about them for years. They're good. 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 They are very good.
This is the extended version.
Good. What a.
This is director's cut.
That's the extended director's cut. Exactly. Okay, end of show. Here we go.
Mark Maron, everybody. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks,
for
Howard.
coming.
Great to see
And
you.
thanks
So
for
good
giving
to
me
have
so
you
much time.
here.
It was great to have
It's
you.
so
here.
good to have
Made
you
it
here.
easy
Second
today.
time he's been on.
You know what?
Great.
Yeah, any anxiety I have, and this guy makes it easy. He knows how
Okay,
to talk.
well,
Beautiful,
anytime, Howard, let me know.
You
I'm
bet.
down the street here.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Mark Maron, everybody. And, well, Robin and I have to hit the road. We are very busy people.
Mhm.
We have lots to do. I can't even go into it.
He's at
You
home.
have
That's
no
right. Before
idea.
we see you again, we'll have changed the world.
Yeah, we're going to be busy changing the world. And look for Tuchis on sale soon, the tickets.
Took us available everywhere.
You can't end the
Yeah.
show. You just can't end the show.
By the way, next Wednesday, if you enjoy hearing people talk, one of the women, I've had her on before, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity. Pink will come in, perform a little bit,
Pink.
and that woman sings like a motherfucking angel. Pink.
You're gonna fat shame
And
her
I'll
legs.
be talking with
Is
her.
Pink
And
even
you
a
and
thing
I, Robin,
anymore?
have a lot of
Isn't-
conversation to go through next week. You have no idea
Absolutely.
what's going to happen.
It's
in the
backing
next
up.
couple of days.
This
I
is
will
the end of the
tease this for you. I got a little bit of Lenny Dykstra, your boyfriend, behind the scenes for next week, all lined up for you. And I
Behind
know-
what
What's
scenes?
involved?
Behind the scenes. That's all. I'm just going to tickle your ass with a
Fucking
feather and
five-time
tease.
felon.
Isn't it
Oh,
all
that's it.
behind
Piece
the
of shit.
scenes?
Right.
I guess
That's
he
it.
belongs in this show.
And
Dykstra.
I don't know. You're going to hold on one
Why is he
second,
not
Martin,
in
before we
prison?
say goodbye. It's Mark Wahlberg, the famous actor Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. I was waiting for the show to wrap up, and it just never wrapped up. It just never happened. It just never went away.
Why is Lenny Dykstra not in prison? Who am I, Kevin?
Why is Lenny
McReynolds over
Dykstra
here?
not in prison?
He's like a 50-time felon. You see his
He's a
rap
felon.
sheet? It is crazy. I don't
and
understand
he's a
how he's
vile,
walking around.
disgusting human being. Like, seriously.
the worst.
Disgusting felon.
He really is.
I mean,
He's
it's
like
all-
rapes and stuff. Doesn't he have like 5 rapes and
you know,
frauds? And I have no idea how he wouldn't be in jail.
He
for
rocks
30 years.
dentures and everything.
but listening to the way he can't end a show, it's just almost like he doesn't have an idea of how to end the show.
I mean, or get off the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
or know
It's
when
like
to call
the
it a
old man
career.
needs to get off the stage and he can't.
Yeah, I have no words for it. It's literally like somebody needs to put a hook in him and just pull him off the friggin' radio at some point.
Leave him wanting more, right, Monique? That's the core
John.
rule in show business.
John, I want to talk about your little your beef with Mark Maron.
It's so stupid. It was so stupid. On Twitter, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever done in terms of just like,
No, it's
you're feeling feisty and ornery. You see someone tweet. Mark Maron is one of the first people I ever followed on. You know how you just keep following people when you first get on Twitter?
Yeah.
So he's one of them. The Super Bowl is on, and he's bragging on Twitter how he's above the Super Bowl, and he's playing guitar to himself while the Super Bowl is on. And I get so mad at him. I start screaming at him that I know you know more about sports than you let on. I don't know why you can't drink. I'm a drinking coach. I don't believe that you're so, I don't buy your
Oh
sobriety.
wait, is he sober? Of course.
Yeah,
he is.
yes. So I'm
Yes, of
screaming
course
about
he
him about that. I said the world's got enough guitarists. It doesn't need you getting into the act. There's nothing more you can add to the sport. Why aren't you watching the Super Bowl? I don't believe you're. I was going nuts. So I just lost it. It's one of those bark at the moon kind of days. So everything else I wrote's kind of lost, but somehow because when you block it on Twitter, it all just vanishes.
I don't know.
And so this is what remained. This is what I was able to find today. This is just one. So this is like the 10th thing I said to him. This went on for about a year with me and him.
That's amazing. Okay, that he would actually fight back and forth with you about something ridiculous, right? Because you're like, but you did a bit on golf once, and we're in a soccer commercial. You're a huge sports fan to me, but you definitely were back with bragging on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing guitar.
He says, it was one tweet. I wasn't watching it because I didn't care. I did a bit on miniature golf. I was in a Sprint commercial with soccer.
This is so stupid.
So stupid.
So he's
so
bragging
stupid.
that he's playing guitar while the Super Bowl is on during the tweet. So shit goes on, and the only thing else I could find is right after this, he writes
Go
this
suck
back.
your own dick. Blocked.
Yes.
Wow,
the
that's a
last
wordsmith. That's another wordsmith right there.
Like Chappelle in his prime right there.
Yeah. So cut to a few years later, and he comes out with one of these comedian shows that's like Curb Your Enthusiasm started this, by the way. So Larry David really started this whole thing where you're kind of playing yourself, but not really, and it's tongue-in-cheek, and you're writing scripts about it. Louis C.K. did it, and so it's a new thing, and he comes out with one in IFC. And so the first episode's called Internet Troll, and it's about me.
Kidding.
I swear to God. And so I just gave you like the quick kind of words proving that it's me. So my friend Matt and my cousin both write me. They go, I think that Mark Maron episode is about you. That fight you've been having with him for a year. I think it's got to be you. Who else could it be? And you'll see at the end. There's a mug, and it's an homage.
Okay. Shush. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
The only thing funny about Mark Maron are his friends. Look, Mark, you're just not for everybody, all right? You just got to accept that.
Dave Foley.
Jokes, Mark Maron would be a genius. Mark Maron, do us all a favor and kill yourself because that would be hilarious. Hashtag big closer.
That's a good one. You're taking this so personally. I mean, he's just some on-the-money idiot.
On the money?
I'm going to figure out who this is.
Okay, so we go to the next clip. I love this, by the way.
This
really,
is crazy.
It's just
I totally forgot about this.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, well, I'm not for everybody, and the things that I do attract are usually the same as me. How are you, my little angry, difficult, misunderstood friend?
Oh, is this supposed to be funny?
Well, I'm not.
No, I guess.
Is that supposed to be his boyfriend?
I don't know
Is he
what
gay?
they were doing in this. No, he's not gay. It's just like some random friend. I forget what they were doing in this. Why
Totally
this guy came
would
in.
think that two men sharing a love seat with cats.
With
is
cats,
gay.
yeah.
Maybe.
Any of them.
Oh my God! Look at the mug.
The mug. So
arm.
Yep.
Sorry. About me.
Should I play the rest of this?
So yeah, he gives like a backstory behind it, like a little bit here.
For almost a year. Ultimately, thanked me for the engagement.
He said something like he went at it with me for a year and then
Almost a year.
And so that's my arm is on that cup. How I'd love to get my hands on that cup.
Okay. That's amazing, and you should really get that full thing. I can't imagine that you don't
Jesus
have
Christ.
that. All right, so we're going to move around a little bit. We want to say rest in peace to Raquel Welch, who passed
that's a
away
shame.
today.
That's a great
which
pair
is-
that are gone.
She's your
a shame.
idol, Monique. You love Raquel Welch.
Believe me, she's my absolute favorite.
You were talking about her where no one else was.
Oh my
a
God,
lot of
did I
young
love her.
boys really like young Raquel Welch too.
Oh, the first time I felt the chubby, probably
Raquel
sixth
Welch.
grade, she was on the Muppets in some dancing outfit. I'm like, what's going on here?
The Muppets.
She's a stunning,
remember her in the Muppets?
stunning woman.
Stunning.
Like, I think that she was just so different looking and just unique unto herself. She had a rocking fucking body. Even back when being a little bit thicker, she had that beautiful,
Thicker
beautiful
than a
shape.
Snicker.
Like, she was just gorgeous. And so I am sad that she has passed. John happened to send a clip where I guess Raquel Welch was being interviewed by Gary Garver.
Yeah, the Stuttering John one's a much more
serious?
famous one. I can't find it. It's from the late. She was actually on the show, Monique. They claim in '89.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was listening to I think in that clip, he says she was on the show 10 years ago. And so this Gary Garver thing's from 99. But the Stuttering John thing with her is a huge, huge moment. I can't find it. I don't know why. It's early 90s, I want to say.
All right,
Yeah,
let's take...
the question is he asked her, do they still droop, which is written by Jackie.
Nice.
Okay. Let me see if I can
Not
get
in this, but John asked for that.
Hold on, everybody. You know every day is the first day with me. Let me gotta lower it too, because it's like extremely
I wanted
loud.
to put it louder because you can always lower it. It can only get so loud at a certain point.
All right, just give me a second.
Okay, Raquel Welch. You know Raquel Welch is?
Of course.
How do you know that?
I've seen her in.
God, you know everything.
Everybody knows.
How you doing? I'm with CBS. What's the dealio?
Hi.
Do you think Louis Farrakhan was poisoned by the government?
I think, no, this is a joke, right? Yeah.
You can only hope.
J-O-K-E. No.
Would you let Eddie Murphy smell your feet?
You know, you almost want her to have an accent of some sort, even though she's like fully American, and she actually has a little American Indian in her as well. But I always think of her as being so exotic and so gorgeous that she would.
Do you remember her on Seinfeld?
Yeah, I must be.
What?
She had a great spot on Seinfeld. She had a great guest spot on Seinfeld. She fought Kramer, I think.
Oh, I don't remember that.
They were making fun of her walk because she didn't
I don't
move her
remember that
arms,
at
I think.
all.
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch it tonight.
What do you think of Howard Stern?
He's cool. I like Howard.
You hit Stuttering John though. Remember a couple years ago?
Are you stuttering, John?
No.
Because
You're not gonna hit me, are you? What, so you like Howard?
Yeah, I do. I think he's cool.
His size important?
Pass.
Thanks a lot, Raquel. Appreciate it.
Jimmy the Drunk, thank you so much. What would Lizzo think about bashing a woman for being 5'8"
right.
and 160?
Tell her on Twitter with the clip.
She don't care. She didn't remember Howard.
Exactly.
Come on.
All right, so now we're going to move on to
Oh,
Eric
Autobot.
Andre.
You're right. It was Elaine that she fought. That's right. Thank you, sir.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, Two Master says her father was Bolivian.
Okay.
Susie. Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to move on to Eric Andre because I have two clips of this.
That's where Mike Tyson went to, Bolivia.
What?
Because one time Mike Tyson's like, yeah, I'm going to go into Bolivia when he was saying he's going to disappear.
Oh, yeah. Remember when he got into the fight with Russ Salzberg, Dennis, and he called him a little white pussy? And he cut him off on Channel 9. I gotta watch that again.
That's the greatest
like a little white pussy.
ever.
Raquel walked without moving her arms. See, now I'm going to
Yeah,
have to study that.
That's it, Coach.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Wait,
Doesn't
what do you
matter.
mean? How is this something that anybody knows and I don't? I don't understand.
Monique, it's a huge sign because you were at Limelight on that Thursday night.
She could do no wrong in my eyes.
Does she say to Elaine, guys, in the chat, goes, oh, it's go time, and she rolls her sleeves up and then gets into a fighting stance? It's go time, I think, is a...
I don't know why I don't know this one. I've literally watched every single Seinfeld known to mankind. Raquel Welch on Seinfeld, remembering the late infamous appearance.
She's funny in it, too. She delivers her lines really well.
I don't want to play it because I'll get in trouble because Seinfeld always gets you in trouble. So.
Oh, you have it on? It's on YouTube?
I just looked it up. Let's go to Eric Andre and his prostate karaoke. So tell me what this is, just so we can
it's
button
the
up
intro
Eric
to him.
Andre.
It's really the only time he's ever been on the show. I don't know how it actually. By the way, he should be so embarrassed that if he considers himself some comedy integrity, that he's contributing to this piece of shit show. Don't you have any objectivity of what to stay away
Honestly,
from?
I put Eric Andre right up there with Michael Rappaport in terms of passable comedians who also act and have some sort of affinity for the Stern Show that is unfathomable.
Don't insult Rappaport. Eric Andre is not good, though.
He gives him a short interview, and then he sings Seal's Kiss from a Rose.
Okay.
While he's getting his prostate studied by Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish is the guy that Shuley ripped off Love Lines with.
Yes.
The Dr. Drew Adam Carolla show on Howard 101. They tried to do a sex show that ripped off Dr. Drew. And
I agree. I don't get Eric Andre either. I think he kind of sucks too. So, all right, let's play a little bit of this. And by the way, just in case, lest anybody forget, we're at the time in the show where
cleaning out the computer.
Even though I'm only doing a couple more clips, but
let me address something in the chat. Chief Phony Father just keeps asking about Howard mentioning it. Actually, Raquel Welch announcement happened after the show ended. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so this will have to wait until probably next Tuesday before he's able to.
He'll have some ideas how to talk. Oh, it's right. He's off Monday.
Why is he off Monday?
Is he off Monday?
Isn't it the holiday?
President's Day.
Yeah.
Is it President's Day
You
Monday?
think he's going to come in for President's Day?
President of
No, he ain't
112
coming in.
Productions.
He was
I mean,
off last year.
you mean he's going to go to that room where he turns on the mic? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He's
I
off
keep
President's
confusing
Day.
that.
Off from what? Right, vacation from what?
For walking to the...
This is his playland.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at the calendar just so I can
He was
see.
off on President's Day last year.
Let's go to the calendar. February.
You're the one that did that to your tits.
I didn't even want to put up the calendar. I just wanted to play that.
Of course you did.
Last
Such a dick.
in 2021, he was off, like I said, the week of the 8th and week of the 15th. He was not off for President's Day that year.
But last year he was.
So
We'll
I don't
find
know
out, I
where
guess.
I don't know where
He
my.
won't be on. I guarantee he won't be on.
You guarantee? Is this a guarantee? You are
Guarantee.
absolutely, positively telling us that he's not going to be. 112%. I like when you do use those
I know I do.
percentages.
I know
Dennis.
you do. So that's
yeah,
why I
you
said
know
it.
I do. Okay. All right. Let's play Eric Ande doing prostate karaoke. Even though I'm kind of, sort of, don't even want to. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, fuck.
I don't really have an interest in this. All right. Of course, it's not playing.
Oh, thank God.
Shut up.
He was writing bits with Sal and Richard and shit in the back.
Kind of see how it goes. Howard, as a doctor, I can tell you one thing. I never met Eric before, but he's sweating bullets here. Eric, Howard, again. So we're in this room. Eric, are you nervous? Eric, are you nervous?
Half nervous, half horny. My nipples are erect.
Dr. Fish, let me ask you something, Dr. Fish. Isn't it best to imagine it's Orlando Bloom's penis going in?
Another penis. He's absolutely.
Can't stop thinking about it. Can't
It's
stop
time for
thinking
Eric
about it.
Andre, the star of Midnight.
The Masters
Started. Friday nights at midnight on Adult Swim, you can see Eric. Eric, how you holding up?
I'm holding up. You know, Benji's ass, it looks like he has 4 ass cheeks. It's like a goddamn, it looks like a wet loaf of bread.
Eric Andre is our headliner. He's he really wants to win.
I'm one of the best.
All right.
Prostate exam karaoke.
Prostate karaoke, Dr. Fish, Dr. Harry Fish, an expert on men's health.
All right, here we go. We're going into prostate karaoke now. It's my next clip. Sorry.
thank God.
Sorry. The wait is over. Now you get to hear it.
Yeah.
Not if I turn off my computer.
Don't want to give him too much.
All right, hang on. I got to lower it.
What are you singing, Eric?
I'm doing Seal Kiss from a Rose, which is my favorite hit off the Batman soundtrack. Let me know when I should get going.
Well, start the song. Beautiful choice. It's a very romantic song.
So somebody's shoving their finger. Like, what is exactly a prostate exam?
They take their finger and they put it up your ass, and they're going and touching the prostate. That's kind of
Shaka
like
Khan's right.
there.
It's not that tough. It's not painful. It's nothing. She's right.
Well, it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. You're not going to be screaming. You're not screaming, Dennis. Like
No.
that's
Well, it's weird when
exaggerated
the
bullshit.
guy starts kissing your neck when he's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, no. If he grabs both your shoulders and kisses your neck, then you get worried.
And says just the tip.
That's when you get a little concerned.
There used to be a great tower alone and the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remained a drug that Oh my God! Oh my
get
God!
it?
I have to shit. Holy shit! I have to fucking shit.
Oh
can't.
my God.
I can't.
Please make it stop.
So he has to overreact
I
to
do-
get
I
it.
cannot.
Right.
No.
This is the
No.
This is 2016 CERN.
Writer,
what we
no.
Writer, no.
No. Instead of that, I would much rather end our show with a little shout out to our boyfriend here,
I thought you
Mr.
meant Jeff Van
Casey.
Gundy. Oh, nice.
Mr. Casey Strong, and see what. Let's see. It's 11 minutes long, but I'm gonna fish
do it.
through it a little bit, and let's hear a little bit on our boy Casey.
All right, guys, how you doing? My name is Casey
My
Armstrong,
name is Dan
and I'm
Campbell.
a little pressed for time here. I just got to tell you how.
Okay, that music in the background, Casey.
That's a little creepy.
That's David on the piano, by the way.
It's like you're about to do like a eulogy for somebody really close to you. It's a little scary, and I'm hoping
Well, he's dressed in black. I mean,
he looks wonderful. God, attractive man.
I need
Hey,
to
hey,
get him
eyes up
some-
here, bro. Eyes up here.
I need to get him
Can't
some new
help it.
ties. Casey, can I
Those
buy
ties
you?
are terrible.
Would you allow me to buy you some ties?
please buy him some ties,
I am.
please.
Because a solid silver
For
tie is not.
all you guys.
He looks like a gangster.
With the
Gangster of
Stuttering
love.
John
Gangster
thing.
of love,
First
my
of all,
friend.
it started with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, and then there was this hilarious comedian and very pretty girl. Her name is Chrissy Marr. The Uncle Rico show with Mike Morris and the Reverend Bob Levy, who I miss a lot. And then you got the great Anthony Cumia. You got Steel Toe. You got Hewley. You got RadioGunk. And most importantly, you got the Dabblers. Chrissy brought us on with the Dabblers. So many creative people at the
Look at Casey in the loop. Look at Casey in the Dabbler
I know.
loop.
I like in the chat, John Doe.
You go on
in
there,
memoriam.
and there's all these skits and like song parodies, and man, they're just so creative. I mean, just the editing alone
He's
is
so cute,
is
our
so
little Casey.
incredible. And
Wait, what's going on now? What was that? What was that?
we're all united.
Can you just
in
pause it for a
this
second?
Stuttering John.
Yeah.
KC, I just want to say I'm not having a go at whoever made the video, but if you need any help, I can. It's very distorted, the audio. I could just help if you need any. So just hit me up on Twitter or something, because the audio is a bit distorted and some of this editing's a bit different to what I've seen. It's
Oh,
a bit
you're not
odd.
going to yell at him?
They're
I could show you like
stretching.
50
The person
caps,
is-
all caps, yelling at me about shit I do, and look how nice you are to him. Oh,
No,
Casey.
no, it's the person, not him. I'm saying Casey didn't edit it. I'm saying
Don
whoever
debacle.
edited it. But they're stretched.
Why you
some-
say
these
debacle? I thought
images
you
a
liked
bit
John. Yeah, I like John. But through all the fun I'm having with you guys and all the attention you guys are making me see, like all the different videos that are out there and stuff, he doesn't like me very much.
Yeah, no shit. Not only is he jealous of you, and he's jealous of the fact that, you're not riding the fucking coattails.
The music as well, Casey.
The
I don't
music.
like that.
You
doesn't
get
work.
some talented comedians
for
that
me. I'm
just
sorry.
knock the hell out of you.
I'm not having a go at you.
Oh, look at his cat in a frame up above.
But the one thing that I took so hard when I finally saw those clips was that,
my God, that's
look, you could say anything about me, but, the stand-up will tell you, like Chrissy and Shuley and Bob Levy and Mike, all and Anthony, everybody will tell you
Wait,
about
are you laughing
being a
at
stand-up. If
KC,
you've been up
Dennis?
on stage one time,
Why?
He's crying.
Are you laughing at him? Are you being a cunt or something? just
Fine, what's wrong
smooch
with
it
the
ahead
sound?
a
The
bit,
sound's
Mon.
fine. Why don't
No, it's a little overmodulated. It's a little.
Okay.
Just snooch it ahead a
zooms
bit.
out and zooms in. I'm getting nauseous
I know.
over here.
Do you like
it's
checkers,
different.
Casey?
Exactly. I'm ready to go king him. I mean,
The video, it means well. The visual, it means well, but it's just a little. But he starts talking about John in a sex. If you just snurch it, Mon, using a word you love. If you're
Yes.
snurching.
Where? How
little,
far?
yeah, whatever. I don't know, but go there. Maybe he.
John tried to use his verbal gymnastics to try and catch me to say
No,
that.
stop.
I must be guilty of that. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a reason why I'm going to be coming up with a couple of these videos and some things for you guys, like some stupid
We love
games
you,
about John, 'cause I
Casey.
worked with a guy 20, 25 years ago.
What's going on?
So I'll give you a
I'm
couple
sorry
quick
for
ones real
pointing
quick.
it
Right
out,
here. Here's the
guys.
first one. Number one.
Sorry.
It's a question. Who wrote more questions
Oh,
for
look,
the
we have-
Stuttering John type interviews?
I got closed
Was
caption.
it Stuttering John or was it the interns?
Oh, the subtitles kill it.
Killing.
Your answer?
You know what would have made it better is if it was in
the
Comic
interns.
Sans.
The interns wrote more questions than John did. John didn't write any questions for any of his interviews, and got to a
Hey,
point
Rizzo,
where
I
everyone
think
knew
Beetlejuice
who
edited
John
this.
was. So they would send interns
Sorry, Casey.
to go do
Sorry, man.
these.
Don't you dare, Bon.
And
You turned us on to this. It's
John
your fault.
never wrote the questions. He had 2 jobs. That's my next one.
What's the lighting thing going on right now?
Number 2.
It's candlelight.
homie.
It's candlelight.
Is
Romantic.
it true that
the
John
back
had
signal.
2 jobs, which
Is it true
included
that John had
answering
2
the
jobs,
mail
which included
and answering the
mail
phone?
and
Is that
answering
true
the
or
phone?
false? It is true.
True.
Those were the only 2 jobs John ever had. He wasn't a writer. He wasn't a producer. He would tell on people.
Literally doing this
He
by
would
candlelight. This is the
gossip
fireside chat.
and then tell Howard that he ate 5 pounds of chocolate or
Oh my God, I'm
45 to
dying.
get the calls up. But 6 a.m. to immediately when the problem with is people think
Oh, wait, what happened?
that
We did a switch
Get
up.
the
Also, they
calls
changed
up.
clothes.
6 a.m. to immediately when Howard signs off. John, I like him a lot. You hang out with him one-on-one. He's a different guy than you see, but he really is entitled. He is
Yes, there's better framing, right?
not very aware
He's
of
still lit by
oneself.
fire by
I
fireplace.
mean, he really does think that, and that's the only
I love
the only
everything
people that
about
I
this.
have a problem with is people think that they're better than someone else. Anyway, here's one that he's going to hate. At the Stern Show, and I hate to talk about 20 years old, but just because he does, and you guys, I'm sure you'll appreciate it. 20-something years ago, we used to use this thing called Lotus Notes.
Lotus Notes.
I don't know if it's around anymore or whatever, but it's how people used to communicate. And he used to hate this because there was different levels. First was called group. That was all
Gina
the
Bobina.
interns.
Bob Levy
That
called.
was,
He wants his jacket back.
E-guys. That was everyone in the studio. And then after you got through group, you went to this thing called guys. Now,
Guys?
guys were the writers of the show. So John says he's a writer. John had 2 jobs at the Stern Show.
Answering
One
the phones and and opening the mail.
was what he pawned off on his on the interns.
Look how
in the
cute you
room.
look there, Casey.
It
What
was the
what
mail.
was
It
with
was Howard's
this?
mail.
What's
They were
this
like Chrissy and
thing
Shuli
going on
and Bob
here?
Lee. Those people had colors. Like the writing had a color. Like Howard was red. Fred was green.
He looks like a stud test pilot.
Laura,
right? The right
who's
stuff.
Howard's assistant.
Jordan.
What is that? Wait, who is that?
Who was that little fox?
That was
Ooh,
Anne Marie McCann.
so when he says that he's a writer,
Wait, hold on, I need that.
What's
Laura, who's Howard's assistant.
Oh,
Oofa.
see, this is a woman who has dedicated her life to Howard, right there.
Yeah, yep.
That's all you need to know.
Wait,
Wow.
just wait a sec. Wait a sec.
Was not-
What Casey just said was guys. That was the list that they were all. Remember, they had the big
Oh.
fight about other people were seeing that list,
Yeah.
and other people were being added to it. And didn't that get into shit? There was inappropriate stuff being shared on that as well, and they got in trouble. Like there was an investigation or something
He's
about
doing an
it.
amazing thing here, though. He's managing to defend himself and not be mean spirited at the same time.
I know, it's such a hard line to
We
draw.
could- you guys
Yeah, he's
could
actually
learn a bit
being
from
very-
that.
Oh, I
'cause
could never do this. I could never.
You've
He's
been
being
rude.
very
You heard my
matter
step
of
rant. I could
fact.
never do this.
He
This is
loves
matter of
us.
fact.
Don't you see what he says? Do not be easy on me. You're not being as
No,
brutal.
I'm getting
Go
pissed
after
off.
it.
I didn't.
I don't know,
didn't,
dude.
This is
I
why
didn't-
you're so beloved, Casey. We can't even pick at this.
I
This
didn't
is
want people to
impossible.
start
don't know.
laughing at him while we were playing the video.
Nobody's
Dennis,
laughing
I mean,
at him.
yes, they were. Dennis was.
No, you
I
aren't.
mean,
I
shame.
wasn't.
Let's
Crying.
get
I'm
my
sorry.
shame
I'm
sent
crying.
off.
I'll be
Where's my
honest.
shame
The
drop?
Bob
Oh,
Levy
you
jacket
be
is
quiet,
killing
Bon.
me.
It's the camera work. It's the
100%
music.
camera work is killing
It's
me.
the checkers. It's
Another color. Jackie was dark blue. I was light blue.
Blue?
Benji got in there.
I love the way it's so serious. Like he's so serious
Yeah,
It
about
was
this
about 5 or 6
conversation.
people. John
It's like rocket
hated that
science.
because he wasn't involved in it, because he didn't do anything. He didn't write any bits. He didn't write any questions for even him to go out. He did nothing. So the one thing he did was he had the screen that said line 17, Joe, whatever. He would every once in a while write a joke because Howard could see what he was writing. I'd say maybe half the time. I don't know because I wasn't really.
Sin, I'll post the name of the. I'll post the actual name of it as soon as the.
I don't know exactly on that, but I remember many times Howard saying, "Why is John?"
So funny, you could see the things that I've been watching on the side here as we're talking about
Writing
I
stuff
love
to me.
that.
I want him
love
to
that.
write
Jody Watley was
what
on
line
mine
the
other day.
caller is on. Stop writing me notes. But every once in a while, Howard would read one. John would put his hands up.
What happened?
I wrote that just to announce to everybody in the room. I wrote that.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't know. Did an epileptic
These are
actually
all the
produce
stories.
this?
But
Holy
that was the
shit.
first thing. That John was not a writer. All right. He didn't write for the show.
No, you know what he did actually do for the show? He answered phones and he opened
the
mail.
You're making me feel like I got a vagina.
He did those every once in a while with a note on the computer.
Wait a minute.
But Gary was awesome because during the commercials, John would come in and, me and Gary actually had work to do. I was Gary's assistant. I worked for Gary, So Gary did his thing, and when he was done, I waited patiently, and then I said, "Okay,
The
Howard, I
music
got
is
these cards. I
killing
got, I got a stand up from Joe Rogan, or I got this, I pulled this these retarded people off of How's Your News? It was something like that
From HRC.
And I would play it for him during the commercial with the time we had left, and then if I was done, sometimes John would be there, and Gary would say, "What are you doing here?" The guy, you might like the guy.
Well, that was.
I'm
That's
kind
what
of
he's
all over
laughing
the
at.
place on this one, but I'll be more focused, and I'll give you guys some material because you guys have entertained me. I'm talking about the Dabblers. I'm talking about Carl and Gunk and Steel Toe and Uncle Rico show. Man, Kumi. Yeah, guys, I could go on and on, but I'll just quit right now, all right? And John, I think it's funny, so I'm just having some fun back. I mean, you got to admit, you got to just take a step back and say, there's some creative people that are making fun of me, and it's funny. Okay.
Casey,
It's
you're
like
so cute.
It's like John's
back.
rant yesterday.
Yes,
It's biting foreplay.
Wait, what's this say?
Oh,
Call that number right now. Don't stop fucking zooming frame. Right.
Casey Armstrong.
Casey, was this edited by somebody on Fiverr in Pakistan? Is that like a Pakistani phone
this
number?
is somebody that it was edited by somebody on crack.
Well, Larib
From
Fatima,
Brooklyn.
look at the contact number. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 numbers.
He has his own Haji. He has Haji. Haji did
Yes,
this.
yes, he has a
Rule of
Haji.
thirds, motherfuckers. Rule of thirds. Just out
Rule of
speak it.
thirds.
Rule of thirds, man.
Ah, Casey said yes, exactly. I can't believe you actually let him promote. Oh, like he hasn't heard this a million times. Okay,
know,
okay,
right?
okay. The camera work almost sent me into an epileptic fit. Sweetheart, Casey, seriously, I could have edited that for you in 5 minutes if you would have sent it to me.
Send
You
it
don't
to us,
have
Casey.
to
No, but he
take care
didn't
of
want
it,
it
bro.
to. He wouldn't want it to look like that though. So
look like what? Like that?
What, professional?
no, I just zinged you. No, never mind.
Seriously, between me and Bon, I could iMovie the shit out of that in 2 minutes and fix that up for you.
32 gigs of RAM.
32 gigs. I got the RAM, baby. I got the RAM.
Sorry about this, Casey, but
No,
DM
would you
me.
be quiet? Would you
Oh,
be
please
quiet,
stop.
Bon? Would you
I
just
didn't
get out of
think-
here? Just.
Oh, get out of here! Wow, that's fighting words. John, fire up.
He couldn't.
But,
He
just
couldn't
send it
have
to us, bro.
defended
We'll take
himself
care of
with
it.
more of a high road there, while keeping his integrity. He couldn't
thank
have
you,
looked
John.
classier in that scenario. He really
That's
couldn't.
it.
I mean, I don't.
From
have
what
any
we were
history.
able to hear of it, from
That's
you
anger
guys just
management.
going over the top of it. It
Oh,
was-
I'm sorry, because it wasn't overmodulated and almost hurting our brains. What are you talking about, Bon?
Every time that thing zoomed in and out, I actually started to get a little dizzy.
No, Drew show, he didn't edit it himself.
Go
He
to
used
the
a
back
Haji.
of the plane and pass out and moan loudly.
Elaine
There's the
Brennahoff.
Haji right there.
Look at him,
Well,
La Rob Fatima, with an easy
fact by
contact
James
number,
Franco.
17 numbers long there.
I'm calling it right now.
What? You calling him?
I'm calling him right
It's
now.
tomorrow, so it's fine.
Yeah, Fatima? Is this Fatima?
It's like, yeah. It's like,
Hello, is this a Fatima? This is
Please
Fatima. How
don't
you
tell me
doing?
where Fatima is. Please.
I do great technique. I make zoom in and out.
Blah, 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 blah.
An underrated part of that video too is Monique's watching Alex Murdaugh recaps on YouTube. Midlife crises.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with the Alex Murdaugh murder thing. Oh my God. I can't get enough of it. I listen to the trial almost all day. Like, I literally can listen to the trial
It's actually
all
kind
day
of
long.
disturbing.
Why don't you
Just
stream
really
it?
think about
Do
that.
it depth and stream it.
Casey, you don't have to do dick, man. Just send
Yeah,
us a little sample.
don't worry about it. If you have another thing you need to do, and I know Bon Jovial is offering you some, maybe even some background music, that would be really nice. That would be a nice thing if you could do that for him, Bon.
I will absolutely.
Yeah, he needs
I
just a
would
little
love
help.
that.
That's all.
Just
Just
no
a little
zooming
help.
and no checkerboard background.
Yes, Alex is 1,000% guilty. 1,000%. I will stake my life on it. And fuck him. He only has 99.
I like the black community. We've gotten a lot of good things from them. And
Is that Evil Dave?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to leave you. Today is our Friday, so yeah, that's about it for us today. Thank you, Bon, so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate
Thanks.
that.
Let's thank KC for coming. I want KC to come on one of these and just
Benjamin.
listen to Howard and comment. I would love that. I keep saying
you know what?
that.
You
The
missed it.
problem
Back
is
there.
Casey never wants to badmouth anyone. The problem is now that Casey has opened up the dabbling can of worms, I would be shocked if he doesn't get some sort of evil repercussion from that
No, I
idiot
hope
out in
not.
California. I would be surprised if he doesn't get repercussions.
Happy
from it.
75th birthday to Bayville's favorite son, the only man that can make Howard's funny, Jackie Martling, I might add.
Yes,
75th
happy birthday, Jackie the Joke Man Martling. And yeah, that's it for us. So next week, I guess we have Pink in, and I guess we have probably an hour's worth of Lenny Dykstra that we'll be able to fast forward right through. So yeah, that's
Pink.
it. And have a great rest of your week. I'm probably going to do a Hilaria Baldwin this weekend, so look
Ooga.
out for that. Yeah, that's all I got. So have a great night. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you know when we're
And
having
subscribe
a new
to
show.
Casey's channel. I was disappointed that he
I'm going to
deserves a lot
subscribe
more
as soon as we're done.
than
Yes,
what was.
let
Yes,
me-
everybody subscribe to Casey's
Absolutely.
channel.
Okay, let me put that up right this moment here. Let me just share this really quickly so that you can see exactly what Casey's
I'll add a link in the description of this video to
Fabulous.
Casey's. I'll
Okay,
do
so
that
Don't
now.
forget
So that
Caminos
you know-
Mortales.
it is Casey Armstrong 1. Super easy. Casey Armstrong 1.
Tu lengua en mi culo.
Just replying to Xavier
What is
there.
it, Casey? What?
High pitch, Mike.
All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us, Casey. We appreciate. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.